Hope everybody's doing good. So tonight I am painting a cute little bunny with his tail. He's got some jelly beans and Easter eggs and carrots, and he's in a little grass field. So hopefully you guys can kind of see him. Paint colors we're using tonight, always black and white. I thought I might use a little bit of light ivory just for some shading to give his ears a little bit more dimension. Now I pulled a bunch of colors. I don't know if I'm going to use them all, but I've got Sunbright Yellow, Lisa Pink, Midnight Rose, Cantaloupe, and Pumpkin, or oranges. I've got for our greens, Palmito and Parsley, and Turquoise, Paradise, and GP Purple right here. So kind of pastel, but a little bit darker on the pastel side of things. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. I forgot to move my water over. So hopefully y'all are doing good. Let me see if I got the comments. I have to scroll down just a titch. Okay. So, and I forgot my mouse downstairs. It's with the laser. So whoopsie. All right. Let me fix the zoom in here because it's a little funny. Sorry guys. I was trying to get stuff primed, hence why my hands are all white, and lost track of a little bit of time. Oh, wait a minute. Come on, my little friend. It doesn't want to zoom in. There we go. There we go. We are good. Perfect. Okay. Let me tilt. There we go. Whoops. Sorry, camera. Hey, Rhea. How are you? Okay. So, this plate is well loved. Let me grab a new foam plate. All right, so we're gonna just do a little bit of shading around his ears and around his tail. So first of all, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get some white here and our ivory white. Hey Brenda, how are you? Did you guys have a good weekend? Was the weather good for you guys, or was it yucky? We were in, we kind of took a impromptu vacation with the girls, and we went to DC, which is about 6 hours away for us. Hey Linda. And anywho, it snowed on us and was not fun weather really on Saturday, but we did the museums and stuff like that, so it still made it fun. The girls really loved it, and we hadn't got to really do much with them for spring break, so I was glad that we were able to sneak away and at least do that with them. All right, you guys, the brush I am using, I believe, what is this? I think this is a 3/4 of an angle brush is what I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to get a little bit of median on my brush. I'm going to grab a little bit of the ivory and a little bit of the white, if you guys can see that. And then we're going to kind of go back and forth, just kind of ombreing our colors, blending it just a titch. And then I'm just going to go right around our cute little bunny's ears. And all this is doing is kind of helping this bunny's ears stand out just a little bit for us, so that we get a little more dimension going on. And then I did do 2 coats of white primer / white acrylic paint on this. So it has a really nice look already of the white. Let's get his little rear end here. And then I'm going to kind of go right around his feet too. This is just going to give us a little more fun. Oops. Oops, we got a little bit of a pink glop here. There we go. Let me fix that. Go just a little bit more. Hey Sherry, how are you? You're back in California on Thursday, snowed on Saturday. Yes, I was near you. I know, I forget how many people live close to DC. Anne was telling me, and Shantae, and Carolyn was also telling me. But yeah, we had such a fun time. This was our first trip to DC, so I was really excited. We did a lot of art museums, so of course, me being arty, I was so excited. And then we did the Science Air Museum, but a lot of it was closed, so it was a little bit disappointing. My husband and the girls really like science, so they were a little bit bummed out. I just noticed I had a couple of little nicks in my paint right here, so I'm just going to clean that up. I think it's from the boards sitting on top of each other, so we'll get that cleaned up real quick, just because there's white right there. Okay, now I'm going to do a little bit different with shading with the pink, and we're going to do his tail. So this is the Lisa pink that we're using, maybe. Okay. And so since my brush mostly has white on it, now I'm going to do the pink up at the tip and white down at the bottom. I'm just going to go back and forth till we get a nice pretty color. Might grab just a little more white. All right, kind of digging where we're at with that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go right in here and get his cute little toe. Just kind of give us a little bit of fluff going on here. And grab just a little more paint. And we're just kind of doing nice little swooshy half circles kind of going on, okay? Isn't that toe looking so cute? Had so much fun drawing this one, so I've been really excited. It was such a fun trip. I'm so grateful that we were able to go, and I was so excited. I like you guys, I started crying at seeing Monet, because I've always dreamt of seeing Monet in original you know, and everything else, and I was just, it was so overwhelming, and the colors were just so beautiful, and anyways, it was just so cool. And seeing Van Goghs, I was really excited to see Van Goghs. I was very surprised with how many Monets that they actually had, which was really cool. So anyways, I had always taken art classes in school, and so seeing that, it was just so fun. And then, you know, just seeing the other stuff, it was really cool. Seeing the Declaration of Independence and Arlington Cemetery was very cool. We got to see the changing of the guard, and They also changed out the wreath that they have there, so that was really cool. I missed a little bit of the beginning of that ceremony, but it was very cool. Okay, I'm going to switch to just a little bit smaller of a brush for his little feet. There we go. This is a 1/8 angle. And one thing that I do love about this Lisa pink is it is pretty much a one and done. It has great coverage. So we're just going around. Getting the edges and then cleaning up the inside. So for those of you that haven't went to DC though, definitely put it on a bucket list. I was kind of didn't know what to expect about the city, you know, whether it would be a clean city or, because in my experiences some of the older cities can be kind of dirty, but I could not believe how clean and very nice. There was security everywhere, so you felt safe in that regards, you know, and stuff like that. So it was really nice. But I like going to the city. I don't like staying in the city, but I like being in the city. All right, guys, just getting this one. I'm being a little bit careful because the little side part where we shaded is just a little bit wet, so trying to make sure that that doesn't bleed over. Okay, might have to sneak more pink. All right, yep, I'm going to. There we go. We got paint that time. All right, and we'll grab one of these jelly beans and kind of work on our Easter egg just a touch here. All right, I'm thinking maybe this one with paint. So just making a nice little swoosh, coming up and around. I haven't determined where we're going to glitter today either. All right. Let's go, let's see, yellow, orange, I'll go pink right here. Probably here. So I'm just taking the curve of the egg, going around. Let's smooth that out. I'm going to grab the edge here. And then we will grab the other side here. Let's see, we went down 3, 2 and 3. And then I don't think that I'm going to end up using that midnight or Moonlight Rose. I apologize. Wrong name. And I think maybe we'll grab this little jelly bean right here. Smooth that out, and then I'm going to just grab here around our bean, getting our side. Okay. Let me sneak this pink back in there. First, gonna get enough, and then got plenty. Isn't that how it always goes? Okay. Alrighty, and then now that our cute little bunny is pretty much done, I think we'll go just kind of going into a lighter, darker color. Oh, Betty, you were totally fine. I'm just going to use the top of the lid because we're not using too much paint for this. And then this is Sun Bright Yellow. Sorry, my lid was cut with all this paint inside of it. There we go. So I'm going to just use that 1/4 angle again. All right, and I think for that one, we're going to go right here up at the top. Get a little fuzzy. All right. Okay. This Sun Bright, it has usually really good coverage as well. So I don't think we'll need to hit it with the dryer and do a second coat. And then we'll grab a jelly bean as well with our yellow. Just grabbing our edge. There we go. And I'm thinking maybe we'll do the yellow bean on this side right here. So just curving my angle brush right around here up at the top of the bean, and then where it sloops in, just nice little sweeps, and then we're going to smooth it out. All right, I'm thinking our other little yellow bean, I'm gonna go right here. All right. Okay. Hey Trish, how are you, hon? We're getting our Easter on in here. Finally, right? All right. I can't decide. What do you guys think? Should we do the darker orange or the lighter orange on the carrots? Darker or lighter? Can't quite decide what I want to go with on these. And then we're going to use this top. So that one or that one. Just not sure what color I'm wanting to go with. I was thinking maybe we could do the lighter and then maybe shade with the orange just to pull in some darkness. Maybe that's what we'll do. We will do that. Darker. Okay, I'll shade with it. Kind of give it a little more dimension as well. Okay. Oh, y'all are seeing darker. Shoot. Okay, we'll see what this side looks like and then kind of go. You have to remember there is a delay. Okay. My brush doesn't want to play nice. There we go. Okay. So we're going to go with the curve here. And then just bring that up. Okay, I'm going to smooth that out just a little. Grab our side. Since I'm right here, I'll grab this side too. Okay. So I'm just grabbing my angle brush, doing a nice curve. There we go. All right, now I'm just smoothing out my orange. I'm gonna hit this with just a little bit of the heat gun. This orange does have a very good coverage, but it tends to lift a little bit too. I just want to make sure. I thought I could see a couple of little spots where it might need a little bit more of a coat. Alrighty. Get that second coat going. Okay, so we've got our orange. I'm going to go in with a little bit of the darker. Put this over here on the plate. Get the lighter orange on the end, darker orange up at the top. Ombre just a little bit. Okay. And then we'll come in and give this carrot a nice little pop. Ooh, yeah, I like that. What do y'all think? You guys like that? I just picked up a little bit of medium on my brush. And we're going to grab right here around his tushy. There we go. Love it. Perfect. And then I think I'm going to do maybe a little orange jelly bean right here. I'll just do one of them since it's kind of bold, and I'll go with the darker. Actually, maybe we'll get a little bit of the lighter color thrown in here too. Maybe. This brush doesn't want to be nice to me tonight, you guys. All right, we'll get this side, and then I'll change positions. All right. There we go. There we go. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of our light and kind of just put it right there in the middle. So, can you guys see that? Yeah. Okay. Just to kind of give it that little bit of a light look. Thank you, Linda. All right. Since there's not much orange, I am not going to save that, but I will save this darker one, or the lighter one. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Let's go to our green next in our palette wheel of colors. And this is parsley green. I debated on going a little bit lighter, but I ended up choosing to go with a lighter tone that we'll probably throw on. All right. And then I probably will end up just switching brushes. I know you're hearing me say I'm going to switch a brush to go kind of around or in the closer spots. So just going right around his little toes. Just like so. Getting our jelly beans here. There's dogs barking out. I think somebody's walking their dogs. I can hear them. We had a food truck today, and it's like right down the edge from our house. So if you guys hear people talking, that would be why. I'm kind of on the opposite end of where the food truck is, but I'm noticing they're starting to walk back, so. All right. How's everybody surviving daylight savings time, by the way? Yeesh. It's hard traveling with it, I'm not gonna lie. I totally forgot till we got there, and the hotel reminded us. We're like, oh yeah, oops. girls sure struggled. All right, I'm gonna just grab right here on this edge. I just put my hand in paint. All right. Getting the tops of these carrots. And let's grab the inside of this. And then I don't think I got the bottom part of our little grass field here. Nope, I did not. So I'm just getting these edges, if you guys can see. I know it's kind of hard to see. Maybe. You guys, I did physical therapy before I left on Thursday. And the guy did like major deep massage and like nerve, trying to get into my nerves. Oh my gosh, it was so painful, but my shoulder has felt so good after. It's starting to tighten up, but I'm excited because I get to go back tomorrow. Hey Teresa, how are you, honey? I know, it takes me forever to adjust. I have a hard time with it. I had to go pick up the dogs today from the kennel that we board them at, and oh my gosh, it was rough just getting up to get there. All right, so I'm just taking the little 1/4 angle brush and just going in on those little spots that I missed. An ear infection, oh no. That is no fun. That doesn't sound peachy at all. Are you taking a little break from work, or are you still working? I know you were going to take your camper back, so. All right, just going right around here. We're going to smooth out our paint and get right there. Now this green, pretty much any green, you guys, it's going to need a second coat. So we're going to have to grab one more coat on this. Out tonight and then 4 days on. Well, I hope you get feeling better. That is no fun. Have you tried doing garlic oil? Like fresh garlic oil? A girlfriend of mine did it for my daughter. She kept getting ear infections and was on antibiotics, but she ended up doing it. She did the oil, and I think there was like, I know there's a recipe for it on Pinterest. I want to say there was like olive oil and then garlic oil that she used. Oh, I forgot a little blade of grass here. But she did that, and it really helped Haley with her pain, with her ear. They say it's also supposed to take the infection away. I don't know about that part, but um, Haley said that it helped with the pain a lot. Just a little FYI. But yeah, you use a little bit of fresh garlic and do it. All right. Just quickly getting this second coat here for our little friend. And then we're going to come in with the lighter green and just kind of go over these grass strokes to really bring this grass back to life and show the fun details that he's in a little field. I kind of feel like it's like he was in a field and spilled his little basket of goodies. That's a little story I had in my head, at least. Ooh, no. Yeah, that's no fun. Yeah, I hate those things. They are no bueno at all. Okay. Just cleaning up right here. Okay. And right here of our little carrot. Now a lot of this, if you were to look really closely, you would see that I went offline a little bit, but when we do our detailing lines, it's gonna hide all of that. Okay. All right. And let me get this little blade of grass that I forgot. There we go. Okay. So our green is basically done. Well, girly, I hope you get feeling better. That just does not sound fun. Okay, so I'm going to, oh, Carolyn, I don't know if I said hi. I'm so sorry, Carolyn. Hi, Carolyn. Thanks for joining. Okay, so I'm going to grab the lighter green, or the darker green, and then the lighter green here. And even though it's a little bit smaller of a brush, we're just going to work with it just a little bit. And same basic concept. This one though, I am not really working too much to get a lot of shading because we're using such a little brush. It's more kind of an outline, just a blended outline is kind of what I'm going for. I didn't want a straight line outline because I thought it might be just a little bit too harsh. So that's why I'm kind of going a little bit more muted with it. Because with the black outlining and everything else, it's going to kind of make it a little harsh anyways. So we're just doing just a quick little shading of the grass just to kind of get that look back in there, get some light, some movement kind of going on. With the carrots, I might get a little bit more detailed with, but like I said, just trying to get a little movement. That's about it. Okay, and then I'm just going to go right around the edge just a titch. Kind of just softening it. Okay, now we'll go into the carrot. Okay. All right. One more time on our other side and we will be good. Then we're just gonna fill in the few little jelly beans with some color and the eggs with the stripes, and we will be practically done. Alrighty, what do y'all think? You liking how that, can you see how the carrot, it kind of came to life now a little bit more? And grab this extra green here. Oops. Very cute. Thank you. You have a great night. You're going to bed. I don't blame you, honey. Feel better. Yes, get feeling better. Okay. That is done. And, oh, you guys, guess what? I forgot to put orange on this egg, but we'll wait a second. I'll come back to it. All right, next color we're going to do is turquoise. All right. Thank you, Betty. I appreciate that. All right, so we'll go with our turquoise. I'm going to go right here. I've been loving turquoise and yellow right next to each other. I think it's so pretty. It's one of my faves. Grab right here. Okay. Sneak over and we'll grab this side. Clean that up. There we go. Now I'm just getting the edge here, and I realized I didn't get the edge on this side. Okay. I think I am going to actually do this little spot too with the turquoise. I actually am going to go down. I'm just going to use a little liner brush real quick here, since this spot's so little. Turquoise is also another one of those colors that is basically one and done. It has really good coverage. Okay. And I'm kind of liking this yellow or the white stripe. I might be leaving that. Kind of digging it a little bit. Okay. I do want to add purple though in. So I think we might do purple. All right. I just closed that and I realized I need to put probably teal. I don't think we're going to use the blue. I think we're going to stay with the teal. So the Paradise Blue, I think I'm not going to use that tonight. But I'm going to add a little bit of a teal jelly bean right here. Like I told you, I grabbed a bunch of colors. I didn't know exactly if I was going to use them all or what. That's what's fun about it all. And then I think these two will leave as purple. Yep. Okay. So till we are done with, however, I just caught this little spot. And that spot's covered. Okay. All right. To the next color. This is GP Purple. And I think we'll do GP Purple right here. Okay, let's get right in here. And I know I'm painting over into this jelly bean, but I'm gonna make this jelly bean purple, so. Just getting a nice smooth line here. Smoothing that out, and then we're going to go into our cute little jelly bean. There we go. All right, so that side is done. We'll go on this side, get this other purple jelly bean and a little bit of our egg. There we go. Okay, whoop, I got a little too much paint there. So we're just smoothing that out, going right around here. Okay, and then we'll get right here. I'm gonna get this edge. Alrighty, and we are done. This GP Purple is also another one that has very good coat and coverage. So we are good. Now we get to play. Nope. That is so cute. I love that though. That's a cute idea. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit of the black here. And then, whoops, we got porridge on my bottle. Let's see, grab this one. There we go. Okay. Now, when I do my black, I do like to water it down for the detail lining. Let's see, what is a 5-spotter I want? A little bit thinner. I like my 10/0 spotter, especially when I'm doing outlining on little signs, like these ones. Well, not little, but the door hanger size. Or not door hanger, oh my gosh. I'll get it right one day. 3 size. All right, so I'm just getting my liner brush. I got a little bit of it loaded, just a little bead of it. And we'll just get outlining. Outlining really brings everything back into focus. You can really start seeing your project more. It gives it that nice bold line and everything else. It hides maybe a little bit of imperfections of you not getting right straight with the lines. Cleans everything all up. Okay. So it's just getting a little bit of the grass there, like you could see. And the grass, it was okay. I kind of felt like it's okay if I let the black kind of fade a little bit, so it's not as bold. I'm gonna do a little squiggly there. I'll go right here. That guy. Feel like we need a little squiggly here. Now I like doing swigglies, others like little dots or just keeping it straight. I do it just because I like it. I think it's a little fun, adds a little thing, a little flair that I kind of add to my stuff. Oops, I almost painted myself into a corner there. Got to get my edge here. There we go. So you can kind of see how everything's kind of popping together. This is really when your piece starts showing how fun and all the fun details more and more. Right here, get a little pad. I know there's a lot of outlining in this piece. Now, if you're one that gets a little intimidated of using the small detail brush, you feel like you can't control your hand or your brush more, this is perfectly fine to pick up a paint pen and use one of those. I like the feel of the paintbrush. I can do paint pen. I just like the look of the paintbrush a little bit more for me. Okay. We are almost done with the grass. Woohoo! And I think I figured out where I want to do my glitter. All right. Getting the side of our bunny. There we go. Getting his nice, cute little fluffy tail. Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate it. There's a lot of outlining, unfortunately. Fortunate, but unfortunately, because I know sometimes outlining can be a little boring to watch. Looks super cute. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. And just remember, you guys, if there's anything that you see me paint that you would like or in a different color, you can always let me know. Or if you're wanting to try and paint yourself, I do sell my blanks on my website, so you can go that way too. And give it a try. Okay. There we go. All right, we got these bunny antennas going, and then we should be done and go into some highlight and some glitter, and we will have this project done. I know, right? His little fluffy tail, I just like want to grab it. I'm so glad that the pink worked out so well. There we go. Oh, I'm in love. I'm seeing this on the screen. I love it. All right. Let me grab our whites. Almost grabbed ivory. Had to double check. All right. I'm just gonna kind of go right around our bean. I'm not gonna do too much with the grass because I already did that lighter. I'll just kind of hit a couple of little spots like towards the end. Just kind of get right around the edge here. Okay, maybe a couple right in there. But like I said, not too crazy with the grass. We'll do his little paws. And grab just a little bit of the carrot. The stem. I'm just adding just a little bit to the tail, not a ton. Okay, let's get our eggs. Other side. Okay. Now I could go totally crazy with the glitter, but I'm gonna keep myself good because I really like how this is going. I thought about just doing the jelly beans, but I think I'm just gonna do the stripe of the Easter egg right there, just to kind of pull it in. So, but I also thought the tail might be good too. I might do the tail. We might do the tail. Where is my paper? My glitter paper. Oh, there it is. Okay. I had it in the drawer. I'm loving how this turned out. Yay! Okay. So we've got the Mod Podge here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It is like pouring out and stuck. Okay, there we go. And I will use this little brush here. Do you guys think we should glitter the toe? What do you think? Let me know. So cute. Thank you, Sherry. So there's the one egg done, all glittery. And so we'll get the other side. Can't decide on his tail though. Should we glitter him? You love his paws. I know, they're fun, huh? I love the piece because there's quite a bit you can look at. I had a lot of fun doing this one. So those are that. What do you guys think? Should we do the tail? Should we glitter up this tail? Or leave it be? Glitter the... Dawn says yes. Linda says no. You need to decide here. Yes, glitter. Okay, we got 2 glitters now. Okay. Yes, glitter. Okay. So grab here. So I'm gonna just glue right here. Might bring your eyes all the way through the piece too if we glitter the towel. All right. Okay. Of course, glitter. Yes, ma'am. Ooh, I love that lemon sign. I'm excited to see it. You'll have to send me a picture. Okay, yes, please. Ain't that cute? Okay, I'm gonna take maybe my embossing tool. Oh, it's in the wrong spot, of course. I'm just gonna clean this up just a little bit, just to kind of pull in our lines. Just a titch. There we go. Ooh, I'm loving that. Perfect. I love everybody when people show me what they've done. Whether it be that they paint one of my blank signs and show me, or use one of the signs I have, one that I've made. Love it. Betty, my website is on Etsy, and it's Rach's, so R-A-C-H-S, Crafty Corner. Some chick in England has Rachel's Crafty Corner. And she hasn't been active in forever. So I keep trying to get Etsy to let me have it, but we'll see. So Betty, I'll hurry and write it for you too, so you understand what I was meaning. There you go. That's how it's spelled on Etsy. And then let me flip views here. This is so weird. I don't have my normal. I'm gonna have to use my laptop mouse. Just drive me nuts. So there's our cute little friends. Just a little bit different lighting for y'all. There he is. Oh, I'm so excited with how he turned out. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you. Thank you, Betty. I appreciate it. Y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.